In the today class, we discuss about the principles of estimation, MIMO or OFDM wireless communication. In this course, mainly we discuss about the likelihood function and maximum likelihood estimation. Okay, in the previous class, we discussed the introduction about the wireless communication. There also we discussed the applications of the wireless communication system. Okay, but in this session, mainly we discuss about the probability density function (PDF) and also likelihood function, why it comes from the maximum likelihood function from the likelihood function. That is also we discuss in this session. Okay, mainly we are concentration on this session. We have to discuss about the probability distribution, likelihood function, and MLE, that is a maximum likelihood estimation, parameters estimation of behavior density function. Okay, first of all we discuss about this one, the concept of likelihood. What is the concept of likelihood? Mainly in this data analysis, we have to already observe all the data. For example, we know the distribution, but we don't know about the likelihood. Okay, from the distribution, how we can find out the likelihood? Okay, that means we have to observe the all the functions that is a problematic or part of them anymore. Okay, for example, if you go with the likelihood of the function, we have to find out the parameters, some underlay of the data. For example, this is a probability. How we can justify the probability? Probability means that is a knowing parameters. Okay, probability is nothing but knowing parameter. For example, this is a prediction of outcome. We have to estimate the outcome, we have to predict the outcome. But coming to likelihood, this is the observation of data. This is the observation of data. Here we can estimate the parameters. Okay, for example, if you go with the any function, there we have find out the estimated parameter and also true parameter. Okay, for example, this is a estimation parameter, that is a h hat, and also this is the truly parameter. If this is a not necessary not equal to the both truly parameter and estimated parameter. Okay, we can assume the truly parameter and also we can find out the estimation parameter from the likelihood. Okay, this is a main concept of the likelihood function. Here we have to find out the some data analysis and also we can observe the all the possible samples. Okay, in the likelihood function we have to find out the all the possible function we have to observe. Okay, but coming to probability, there is though some of the possibilities there. Okay, that means we have to find out the some random probability functions. But coming to here, we can find out the all the observed parameters. Okay, in the this parameter we have to add the some noise. It is affected by the noise. That is also we can find out individually. Okay, that will also we can see in the further slides. Okay, for example, here what is the distribution? How we can find out the distribution means, okay, this is a one basket. Okay, here we have the balls. Okay, three are the red balls and two are the green balls and also four are the white balls. Okay, this in the basket we are having these balls. Okay, here we have to find out the probability. Okay, how we can find out probability? I want to pick the green balls. Okay, I want to pick the green balls. Okay, and also again I will pick the red balls. Again I pick the white balls. Okay, these are the balls I have to pick up from this basket. What is the probability of the green balls? Total we having the 9 balls. Okay, in the basket we are having the total 9 balls. Okay, total we are having the 9 balls. What are the possibility of the 9 balls, green balls? From these 9 balls we are having the 2 by 9 possibilities. Okay, from the red balls we are having the 3 by 9 possibilities. For the coming to like that white balls we are having the 4 by 9 possibilities. Okay, this is the possibility of the function. Okay, from this one we have to find out the probability distribution. Okay, from this one we have to find out the probability distribution. Okay, for example, here we can write the f of x comma theta. Okay, here what is the x, what is the theta? Theta is the parameter. Okay, in this one theta is the parameter. Coming to x, x is the random samples. Okay, x is the random samples. Okay, like that we have to find out the all the possibilities. Coming to here, we are having the some of the distribution process. What are the distribution process? We have in the binomial theorem. We have in the binomial theorem, and second one is a Bernoulli theorem. And also we having the Poisson theorem. Okay, from this we can find out the probability density function. Okay, this is some examples of the probability PDF. Okay, that is a probability density function. Okay, coming to next one, here we having the discussion about the likelihood. Okay, here the likelihood having usually defined as a differently for discrete and continuous probability distribution. Okay, mainly here we consider the both discrete functions and also some continuous probability distribution. Coming to in the likelihood function, okay, whatever we have to discuss about the estimation, mainly we have to go for the likelihood function first of all. After that we have to find out the maximum likelihood function estimation. Okay, in this likelihood function it measures goodness of the fit of the statistical model and also a sample data given values for unknown parameters. Okay, coming to what is a unknown parameter means, in the coming to previous one, what is a probability density function? That is a probability distribution. There we have to find out the known parameters. Okay, there we have to find out the known parameters, and also we can give the some prediction of the outcome. But coming to likelihood function, we have to find out the unknown parameters. From the unknown parameters we can find out the some particular outcome. Okay, it is also formed from the joint probability distribution of the sample, but viewed as a function of the parameters only, and this treated this whatever we have to find out the outcomes, that we can treating from the random variables as a fixed at the observed values. Okay, these are the scenario we have to see into the likelihood function in the estimation. Okay, in this one mainly we have to find out the sample data. Okay, whatever sample data, the values we have to given into the unknown parameters, but in this one we have to find out the unknown parameter h, and also we have adding the some affected by the noise, that is the function, that is a v. For that we have to find out the individually. For example, I consider for one function, that is a y equal to h plus v, but if you go with the individual function means we can samples the y1 y2 y3 up so on of yn. Okay, like that we have to find out in the likelihood function of the estimation. Okay, coming to statistical. Okay, coming to statistics of the in the previous one, that is a likelihood function, but now we are discussing about the maximum likelihood function estimation. It is a method estimating the parameters of probability distribution by maximum likelihood function, and also we can understand. Okay, before that we have to find out some assume the statistical model, and also we can observe the data is most whatever it is the probable that we can observe from the function. Okay, the point of the parameters space that maximize the likelihood function is called maximum likelihood estimation. Okay, this function is called maximum likelihood estimate. Okay, this the point of the parameters that space that maximize the likelihood function. Okay, what for example here we having the y. Coming to the parameters at space maximize the likelihood function is called a maximum likelihood estimate. Okay, this is we have to find out, but in this one we have to find out the how we can find out the maximum likelihood estimation means, in this function y equal to h plus v. Okay, y equal to h plus v, you have to find out the observation parameters. This is the observation. Okay, observation means in the how we can find out the observation means over here we can let us we consider the some wireless sensor nodes. Okay, from the sensor nodes how we can find out the parameters. What are the parameters? We are having the humidity or any temperature or anything. Okay, we can find out from the wireless sensor node. Okay, in this one y equal to h plus v, this is a function, and this is a unknown parameters, and this is a noise. Okay, for that also we have to some of the functions will be there for the maximum likelihood estimation. Coming to the logical The logic maximum likelihood is both initiative and flexible. Okay, such as the method becomes as a dominant means some in the statistical interference. Okay, that is also we can clarify into the further slides. Okay, in this one mainly we can find out the maximum likelihood function. Okay, whatever functions we are having into the statistical model, that we can observe into the data. Okay, whatever it is data, it is most probable. Okay, and also how we can find out the maximum likelihood estimation means that is from the likelihood only we can compute the function, then we can go for the maximum likelihood function estimation. Okay, coming to in this one, here we can also just now we discuss about the likelihood function and also maximum likelihood function, but from the probability density function, what is the probability? Okay, then we can go for the likelihood function and also maximum likelihood function. Okay, in the probability theory, the a probability density function PDF or density function continuous random variable. In some of the words, while we absolute the likelihood for a continuous random variable to take any particular value c0. Okay, you can observe here. Okay, this is a sample space. What is a space? Okay, for example, you consider one kind. Okay, it having a head or tail. Okay, those are the two possibilities, two probability. Okay, if it is a head, we go for the +1, that is a random variable. If it is a tail, so it will go for the -1. Okay, what is the chance for this one? What is how many chance for the we have the probability? Only 1/2 chance for the head and 1/2 chance for the tail. Okay, because the only two samples are there. One is a head, one is a tail. Okay, that's why we can go with the random variable and also we can find out the probability. This is in the probability function. Okay, here you can see this sample PDF. Okay, that is a probability density function. You can observe here. Okay, this is a here we having the some mediums. Okay, there we having the this is a graph. Okay, okay, this is a sample examples for the probability density function. Okay, just I consider one kind here that having the two possibilities, but probability is 0.5. Okay, okay, here up here whenever we have to applying for the some base theorem, here we having the p of d by data equal to p data by theta, p theta by p data. Okay, this is from the base theorem. Okay, here this is called a likelihood function. Okay, this is called a likelihood function. That is a here this is a p data by theta. Okay, like this is a here this function comes from the base theorem, that is a p of t by data equal to p data by theta into p by theta by p data. Okay, in this base theorem we are considering the likelihood function. Okay, this is a we can write from the likelihood function. We can also write L of theta equal to P of x by theta. Here what is the x? Parameter. X is the parameter. Okay, t is the sorry, this one is theta is a parameter and this is an unknown. Okay, from this we can find out here. Okay, from this we can find out the likelihood function, that is L of theta equal to P of, here we can find out the number of samples. Here we consider the number of samples, that is x1, x2, x3, so on up to xn. We can find out those for samples here. And just substitute those samples here. That is a function here. That is a likelihood function L of t equal to P of x1 by theta, comma x2 by theta, so on xn by theta. Whenever we have to go for the logarithm. Okay, further we have to computation of the purpose, we are applying the logarithm theorem. Okay, then we can write same thing, log L of theta equal to log P of x1 by theta, P of x2 by theta, so on P of xn by theta. Okay, just I applied logarithm here. Okay, then can simplify this one, log likelihood function equal to log of theta equal to log of p x1 by theta plus log p x2 by theta plus so on log log p xn by theta. Okay, here we are applying the logarithm here. Okay, in this one we are applying the logarithm. This is called maximum likelihood function. This is called maximum likelihood function. Okay, from the applying Bayes theorem, whatever the probabilities, what are the possibilities in this one, we can find out the likelihood function. From the likelihood function, we can compute the final the maximum likelihood function. Okay, this is about the likelihood function samples and maximum likelihood sample examples. Okay, next one we have to go for these basic sensor network and noise observation model. Okay, in this one I taken one example in the wireless sensor nodes. Wireless sensor node. Okay, what is a wireless sensor node? Here I consider one particular node. This is a one particular node sensor node. Okay, here what is the need of the sensor node? Here sensor node find out the unknown parameters. Find out the unknown parameters, that is a h. Unknown parameter is a h. Okay, and also we can find out this value is a y equal to h we can write, and also this function. Okay, the sensor node affected by the noise. Okay, here the function v, it is affected by the noise. Okay, and also what are the parameters we have to find out from the sensor node? For example, okay, what is the example for this one? We have find out the temperature, humidity, and etc. Okay, we can find out from the sensor node. Okay, this is a nice observation model. Okay, we can write here observation equal to parameter plus noise. We can write like this. Okay, then therefore y equal to h plus v. We can write like this in the sensor node. This is a observation model. Okay, and also whenever we apply the noise in this, okay, whenever we apply the noise here, this is called noisy observation model. Noisy observation model. Okay, this is the about the basic sensor network and also observation model. Okay, nothing I have to take in here, just simply I taken wireless sensor node. Okay, this is a sensor node I assume here, and also from the sensor node we have to find out the unknown parameters that indicates the age. Okay, what are the from the unknown parameters? Okay, we have that is a temperature or humidity or anything. Okay, that is a they can find out from the h parameter. Okay, these information convey to the sensor node, then we can convey to the particular cluster. Okay, then only we can take in from the parameter, that is a value. Okay, here we can write also y equal to h plus v. Then coming to y is the observation. Okay, that is a function that is also called observation. Observation equal to parameter. Okay, whenever we apply the noise to the parameter, okay, that is automatically affected by the noise. The parameter automatically affected by the noise. Then we can write that one y equal to h plus v. Okay, that is a noisy observation model. This is function is called noisy observation model. Okay, the next one, sensor network. A sensor network is an infrastructure. It is also comprised sensing, computing, the communication elements that gives some administrator. Okay, that is whatever we have to find out the are measuring, sensing. Okay, measuring or sensing that can communicate from the elements of the administrator. Okay, and also the ability to instrument. Okay, that the function that instrument also ability to find out the parameter, and also we can observe the react to the events the phenomena is specified in environment. Okay, if you are go with the one separate environment, okay, there we have to find out the some humidity or temperature. Okay, the weather condition we have to find out from the parameter. Then with that that instrument also ability to find out the capability also will be there. Okay, that is a phenomena that go for the specified environment. Okay, and also we having the four basic concepts in the sensor network, the assembly it is distributed localized sensors, and also how we can go for the network, that is the interconnecting of the function. Okay, that is interconnecting the network. Okay, that is also usually but not always in the wireless band. Okay, so if you go over somewhere, that is a connection with the wired connection also will be there. Not okay. That is not compulsory with the wireless network. But sometime it will go with the wired network also. Okay, but all the network connection it is central information to the cluster. Okay, it is also in the sensor network also same having the some nodes and particular clusters. Okay, all the nodes that sends to the particular unknown parameters or any sensing information sends to the cluster. Okay, from the cluster we can find out the unknown parameter value, and also here we have the set of computing resources at the central point. Okay, what are the data correlation, event trending, status querying, data mining. Okay, these are the we can examples of the computing the resource in the central point. Okay, here we considering the some a wireless based network and a wide based network. Okay, the first one is applications of the sensor network. Traditionally, we know that sensor network have been used in the context of high-end applications. Okay, in the that's why we go for the military applications. The military applications need some high-end applications. Okay, what are the high-end applications in the military applications? One is the monitoring inimical forces, monitoring friendly forces and equipment, and also we having the military theater or battlefield surveillance and targeting, battle damage assessment, and we are used mainly in the nuclear, biological, and chemical attack detection. Okay, here we are using the sensor network in the military purpose. Okay, because we having the another technology in the military, but we are used for the sensing. Okay, that is mainly used in the military. Okay, these are the military application. What are the military applications here? The monitoring the inimical forces, monitoring friendly forces and equipment, military theater, battlefield surveillance, targeting, battle damage assessment, nuclear, biological, and chemical attack detection. These are the applications used in the military applications, and also we go for the environmental applications. Okay, there also it is used in the some microclimates and uh, forest fire detection and flood detection, precision agriculture. There we are using the wireless sensor networks. Okay, and also coming to health applications, when it is remote mentioning of the physiological data, some tracking and monitoring doctors and patients inside in the hospital, and drug administration, elderly assistance. There we can use the some of the health applications into the wireless sensor network. Okay, coming to home applications, this one everyone knows, everyone familiar to the sensors. Nowadays, every some of the homes, they're using the sensor networks. The coming means whenever you enter the room, the automatically the bulb will on, the fan will, okay, the fan also on. Like that, we are having the some recently technology in the our home automation. And coming to instrument environment and automated meter reading. Okay, these are the applications for the home in the wireless sensor network. And coming to commercial applications, environmental control in industrial and office buildings, inventory control, vehicle tracking and detection, traffic flow surveillance. Okay, these are the commercial applications we are using the wireless sense network. Okay, mainly this one also you can see the diagram here. We having the some remote sensors and wireless links. The single here we have the remote sensor and single hope, we and also we can use the multi hopes. See here, this is a single hook connection, this is a multi-hook connection. And also in this one we having the mainly wireless links and wireline links. Okay, both the connection we are used for the this sensor network. Both the connection means some of the connections are wireless, some of the connection in the wired network. Okay, the final processing we can send to the cluster. Okay, all the information we can send to the cluster. This is the final processing node. Okay, here we having the some sensor fields also. What is the sensor fields will be, how it is acts means whenever the sensor nodes information sends to the cluster, in between we having the sensor fields. Okay, that will information passes to the particular cluster. These are the applications for the sensor network. What is that? First of all, we are used in the military applications and also environmental applications, health applications, home applications, and the commercial application we are used for the wireless sensor network. Okay, next one, here we can see the observation model also. In the previously we discussed about the noise observation model. What is the noise observation model? Same thing, y equal to h plus v. Okay, y equal to h plus v. That is the noisy observation model. Noisy observation model. How we can get the noise observation model in this one? Okay, here we having the function equal to unknown parameter plus noise. Okay, here we can taken from the noise observation model. Okay, here we having the y equal to h plus v. This is a noise observation model. And also what is the function here? Function equal to unknown parameters plus noise. We are adding here the sum of the noise to the parameter. Okay, like that here. And also how we can write this one function? Here we can write the function also estimation of the function equal to e of h plus v. Okay, we can also write like this. Okay, what is this one? Estimation of the function. This one is the estimation of the function. Okay, that will also we can see here. Okay, typically this is a Gaussian noise is the probability density function, that is a PDF. Okay, whatever we can given from the, and this v, this is the typically we also know as that is a PDF, probability density function. Okay, that is a probability density function. And also we can find out the mean is equal to 0. To consider the mean equal to 0. Okay, for this one, okay, for this one, this one we having the sum of the consideration of the noise equal to 0. Okay, here we can write estimation v equal to 0, and also here we can write v equal to sigma, the variance. Okay, this is a mean. Okay, this is a variance. We can write like this. Okay, the variance is the sigma. Okay, here we can also find out the these values into this is a variance. Okay, and also this one is a mean. Here we can consider the mean value also. Okay, like this we can find out this is a mean and this is a variance from the particular observation model. Okay, and also next we can go for the v Gaussian noise. Okay, we know the Gaussian noise, but what is the function of y? Okay, we know the if noise is v, because we know that probability density function, but we have to find out the what is the function of y. Okay, for that we having the probability density of the fy of equal to y. Okay, for that we are having the ey equal to, just I given the some estimation to the ey equal to eh plus v. Okay, ey equal to eh plus v. That is also we can write same thing. Okay, we know it, e of h plus e of v. Okay, we can write like this. And also we can find out the h. How we can write? Because this is a mean. Okay, this is a mean equal to 0 in the previous section, that is a mean. Okay, we can like that is a 0. Okay, but this is a constant. Okay, that's why we can write equal to h. Okay, here E of V equal to, that mean is 0, that this one, therefore from that E of V equal to 0. But here I substitute the 0 value here, then the H is a constant. Then this is the E of Y equal to H. The variance of Y equal to next one. We can also write this one. Okay, from this one, E of, okay, for example, here I taken Y equal to H plus V. We know it. Okay, Y equal to H plus V. Okay, from the observation model, we know the we know the Y equal to H plus V. From that we can write Y minus H equal to V. Just I find out the variance. Okay, find out the variance equal to E of minus H whole square equal to EV square. Okay, then from this one we know that variance. What is the variance in the here from this one? E of V square equal to sigma square. That is in the previous one. In the previous we know that EV equal to 0, and also EV, this is the mean. This is all about the mean. This is about the variance. This is about the variance. E of V square equal to sigma square. Okay, finally we get the E of minus H whole square equal to sigma square. Okay, we know that. Okay, the previously we find out the mean of the function and variance of the function. Okay, but we have to find out the PDF. What is the PDF? Probability density function of the Gaussian. That is the HR, that is mean is the H and variance sigma square. For that we are having the equation. This is all about the function of Y. Okay, this is a function of Y. Okay, this is a function of Y. What is the function of Y equal to 1 by under root 2 pi sigma square E minus 1 by 2 sigma square into Y minus H whole square. Okay, here this is the H is the unknown parameter. Here this H is the unknown parameter. Okay, from the function of the Y we can also find out the function of the parameter. Okay, from this one, from the parameters, unknown parameters, we can also find out the true parameter and also estimation parameter. Okay, for that we are having the kth instant of time. Okay, how we can find out the kth instant time? But here the given f of y equal to 1 by under root 2 pi sigma square e minus 1 minus 1 by 2 sigma square into y minus h whole square. But this is for only one value. We can also find out for the kth value. How we can find out the kth value here? F of y of k equal to y capital Y k equal to 1 by root 2 sigma square e of minus 1 by 2 sigma square y minus k of minus h whole square. Okay, then we can find out the individual. How we can find out the individual, and also we can find out the giant distribution function. Okay, this is for one PDF. We can also find out the giant distributive probability density function. For that we can taken y of 1 comma y of 2 comma y of 3 so on y of k. Okay, like that also I can substitute all the values in this individually function. Okay, for example, here I consider y of 1 and y of 1 plus f of y of 2 and also y of 2 plus so on f of y of k into capital Y of k. Like this we can find out. Okay, this is a joint PDF. Okay, this is called a giant PDF. Okay, like that we can find out the kth instant of time of the observation model of the function of y in the PDF. Okay, and also we can having some probability density function, the corresponding of ky is of y of k, and also in the previously we find out some observation, that is a y of k. Okay, the y of k is again in the same. Okay, it is a Gaussian noise with the given by the parameter and h. We know that what is the parameter h, because observation model we have the h plus v. H is the parameter and v is the noise. Okay, same thing we can given the variance is the sigma square. Okay, from this probability density function we have to take in the 1 square root of the 25 sigma and pi of the square of the raised 2 minus 1 by 2 and sigma square y of k minus h, okay, whole square. Here what will happen, here we can find out the some unknown parameter from the this h. We can find out the unknown parameter. H is the unknown parameter from the individual of the y of k. Okay, and also the probability density function is individual observation. Okay, that is if you go for the y of k means the total per adjoint function. But if you are go with the individual function, we go for the y of 1, y of 2, y of 3 plus 2 so on. Okay, the same thing we each individual observation the made by the sensor. The time of the instant it is a Gaussian, and also we have the Gaussian probability density function mean with the given by the unknown parameter h and variance given by the some of the noise v of k, which is sigma square. Okay, that is from the probability density function of the individual observation. Okay, now we can interested the some come of the giant density function. Okay, what is a giant probability density function? That is a function of the y of 1, function of the y of 2, function of the y of 3, function of the up to so on, function of the y of k. Okay, like that we are having the some observation model, and we have come up with the some giant probability density function of the observations. That is a y of 1, y of 2, and up to y of n, and also it represented of the subscripts. Okay, that is f subscript to the y of 1, y of 2, and y of n, y of 1, y of 2 up to y of n. That is a subscription and also some observation models. Okay, this is in the noisy observation model. Okay, coming to likelihood function, that is y equal to h plus v. We know that is from the observation model, but here we can find out the multiple. Okay, this is for only one sensor node. If you go with the multiple sensor node, what is the values here? Okay, I consider here some multiple measurements. For that we are having the y of 1 equal to h1 plus v1. Okay, y of 2 equal to h2 plus v2 up to so on. Y of n equal to h of n plus v of n. Okay, like that we are having here. Okay, these are the functions. Okay, these are the functions. Okay, these are the parameters, unknown parameters. These are the unknown parameters. Okay, these v1, v2, vn are the IID. Okay, those are the IID. Okay, what is the IID means? That is the independent identically distribution functions. Okay, that is the IID. Okay, here we have the some Gaussian noise and also sample with the some mean of square. Okay, and also we can have the script n. Okay, that is nothing but we can also write like this: 0 of the sigma square, 0 comma sigma square. We can also write like this. Okay. Okay, this is from the mean and variance. Mean and variance. Okay, like this we can write out the function of the likelihood function. These are the multiple sensor nodes. Okay, the y of 1, y of 2 up to y of n, that is h1 plus v1, h2 plus v2, and h of n plus vn. Okay, these are the function. Here we have in the some IID functions. Okay, that is h1, h2, h3 of hn is the unknown parameters. Okay, from that we can find out the this is the estimation parameter. Estimation parameter. This is the estimation parameters. Okay, how we can find out the estimation parameter? For that we are having the 1 by n, the summation of k equal to 1 of summation k equal to 1 to n, and y of k. Okay, like that we can find out the truly parameter and also estimation parameter. Okay, here we have the one possibility. Okay, h hat equal to h. Okay, it is also some possibilities. It is necessary to equal of the truly parameter and unknown parameter. Okay, no need of the possibility, but we can go with the this functionality. From this one we can find out the easily function of the unknown parameter and the truly parameter. Okay. Okay, here we wrote the those are the functions we can write here. Then again we recall the here we can recall the observation model. What is observation model here? Okay, we can recall the observation model. How we can find out the observation model? We know it. Y equal to we know the function y equal to h plus v. We know that y equal to h plus v. From this one we can apply the estimation function. We know that v of k equal to 0. Here this is a noise is the mean of the noise is 0. Okay, here we can write mean of the noise, mean, okay, noise is 0. We can write like this. From this one we can write k equal to 1 of n h plus v of k. Okay, we can also write this one by, we know it, n. Okay, from the this one. Okay, and also we can substitute this separate this one, n into h plus summation of k equal to 1 to h. Okay, sorry, 1 to n and v of k. We can also write this. Okay, now we can find out this is the h hat. Okay, now we can write the estimation value. Okay, up to now we just substitute the y of k equal to, we know it, y of k equal to, okay, y of k equal to h plus v, we know it. Okay, just substitute those values here. Okay, then given the mean value. Okay, now I can write h cap equal to h plus 1 by n equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, we know it. Next one we can find out the estimation value, h hat equal to h plus 1 by n k equal to 1 to n v of k. Okay, next one we can write this one, estimation of the h cap equal to e of h plus 1 by n k equal to 1 to n estimation of the v of k. Okay, from the previous one we know it, the means of the noise, mean equal to noise of the mean equal to 0. Then we know the constant h hat equal to h. This place this 0, this is a noise is 0. Then therefore h hat equal to h. Okay, like that we can find out the maximum likelihood function of the Thule parameter and also estimation parameter. Okay, then both are equal. Here we having the average value of the estimate h hat. Okay, this is the finally we can find out the maximum likelihood estimation. Okay, in the coming to nice observation model, we are recalling the y equal to h plus v. Those values are substituted in the estimation factor. Okay, from that we can find out the Thule parameter and also unknown parameter. Okay, okay, in the next session we can discuss the properties of the maximum likelihood function. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.